going on, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. Going to be showing you a full day of eating today. Still bulking calories, but to start with today, going to show you how much I'm weighing in at, because to be honest with you, I haven't been doing it very consistently, and that's because I feel like the scale is either broken or I don't really need to weigh myself because I've been making progress anyway, so I haven't really been relying on the scale going up too much to know that I'm actually gaining weight. Right, you would have noticed that I just showed you two different weights then. But that was literally just because I moved the place, like the position of the scale on the floor, and this is what I'm talking about. One of them was 165.25, I think. Yeah, the first one that I showed you was 165 and a quarter. So I'm happy with that, but it seems like that's shot up a lot since like 2 weeks ago when I did weigh myself, and then I moved the scale by literally like 2 inches. It dropped down by 2 pounds, so I don't really know what the actual weight is and what's going on there. But yeah, as I say, you don't really need to trust the scale to know that you're making progress, because my calories have been like 3,000 for so long, and like this pretty much the whole bulk. I haven't felt like I needed to increase them because I have been seeing progress in my shoulders, my chest, my legs quite a lot, my quads definitely. So yeah, you don't have to rely on the scale going up a pound a week or whatever, especially if you're kind of living by if it fits your macros kind of diet, because obviously the water weight fluctuation can make it a bit misleading to weigh yourself, because obviously if you have days where you have a lot of sodium, your weight's going to spike up and you think, crap, I need to drop my calories down. Might not necessarily be the case. So yeah, pay attention to what you see in the mirror and your progress over time. Don't stress about it too much, but ideally you want the scale to be going up at least like half a pound to a pound a week if you're trying to do this lean like I am. But it's not overly important, especially if your scale is messed up like mine, because it must be if it's doing that. Okay, so first meal of the day is 200 grams of this 2 chicks egg whites there, but I'm also going to put 1 whole egg in there just to add a little bit of flavour, just because I like to have at least 1 yolk in there too. The scale's actually been messing up lately also. Obviously, I don't know why I even bothered. It says like 208 or something, but when I put it on, it wasn't nil. It was like 6, and it went up to 8, went down to 4 before I even put anything on it. So all of the scales in this house are messing up. Okay, now I'm cooking mine in a saucepan, but you can quite easily do it in a frying pan as well. Just got a few sprays of the fry light there, the olive oil one. Here's meal number 1. Got my egg whites with my 1 egg there, 2 almost burnt slices of bread, and the actual bread that I used was this Tesco's own brand Toasty, I think it is. 22 grams of carbs per slice. So yeah, I'm gonna put the macros on the screen probably right about here. So it's quarter past 11, probably going to be going gym in like 20 minutes, so good to have a meal of protein and carbs and even a little bit of fat, especially before you're doing a weightlifting session. Right, so I'm about to go to the gym. I have actually run out of my best pre, that's actually the BCAAs, got a little bit of that left. So I'm going to have what I bought quite a while ago, but haven't managed to get all the way through, this Silicor C4, so I'm going to have 1 scoop of this. Just going to put it in this shaker. I don't really want to do it straight to the dome because it's kind of crystallized a little bit because it's been in my calf quite a while, but it's still fine to have. Guys, it's randomly just bloody started snowing. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some Sour Patch Kids and then a car wash. Right, they didn't have any Sour Patch Kids, which is honestly a bit gutting because I thought they did them in there, but they didn't. So I got something that's pretty much the same, some fizzy gummies just from the Shell garage near mine. If I had the whole packet, which I'm going to have, just some fast carbs post-workout and just to get my carbs up, calories up as I'm bulking. About 45 grams of carbs. I'm going to put the macros on the screen anyway, but yeah. Post-workout meal, as well as what I'm going to have a little bit later, some fizzy gummies. Honestly a little bit worried going in here because this thing always breaks, this car wash. That's usually to do with the cold weather. Oh my god, no. Wait. Never fear, I'll pick you up in a minute. I'll pick you back up, guys. Doesn't help that my car's quite wide. Who needs rims? Right guys, so here's my post-workout meal, probably the biggest meal of the day that I'm going to have. There's actually a lot more food there than I planned on cooking. So what I've actually got here, I've got 375 grams of raw chicken breast, and then I've got about 200 grams of broccoli, which I'm debating whether or not to even bother calculating. But if I do, I'll put the macros on the screen as well, and that will literally be every single thing that's on the plate. So earlier when you saw the scrambled egg on toast, I did actually put ketchup on there, so the macros that were on the screen there, that included the small serving of ketchup that I had on there as well. And then under here I've also got 200 grams of fusilli pasta, which is just like Tesco's own brand, I think. Also the sauce that's on here is the Nando's hot sauce, so I used the whole packet there, and that was roughly about, I think 7 or 8 grams of carbs for the whole packet, or it might have even been 9, I'm not sure. I think it was 9, not 9, maybe pushing 10 for the whole packet, and there was actually like 6 grams of fat in that, which was more than I expected. Also, the fat macros went up by 10 grams as well, because I didn't have any spray oil left. What I used this morning was all I had left. I literally had to unscrew it this morning and pour it on because I couldn't spray it, there wasn't that much left. So I had normal coconut oil, which is really good, really healthy, really good for you, but it's still a gram of fat per gram that you actually measure out. So I had 10 grams of that, which was like 2 teaspoons, I think it was. It's currently about 4 PM, I think. Things are going good so far. Macros are going to get hit by the end of today. Right guys, time for some more food. I've actually just got a couple of snacks here, not a whole lot that I'm eating. I've got this, which Jasmine actually gave me, along with loads of other sweets. Also this here, this is a Reese's white chocolate peanut butter cupcake thing. The pack had 4, I had 3 yesterday, they did fit into my macros, and I'm only having 1 today, so reminding myself of moderation. My fat actually isn't that high so far today, it's probably about 30 something grams. So yeah, marshmallow, like heart lolly thing, whilst I watch some Breaking Bad, and yeah, macros are still looking good. Right guys, it is a couple of hours later. It's actually quite late to be eating, to be honest. It's 10:30. I've got 2 large free-range eggs here. I was going to have the ones I had earlier, but then I opened them up and realised that they actually weren't kidding, they are quite small, or they're medium. And then I spotted these in the cupboard, so much bigger. I'm going to have 2 of those, counting them as 6 grams of protein each and about 4 grams of fat. And a tip for this, obviously you want to wait until your water is boiling before you actually put the eggs in, but what I do is I've got these little tongs here, these little rubber tongs, just to, you know, put the egg, ouch. Yeah, you shouldn't be putting it in like that. Ouch. Right. It's very hard to multitask like this. Yeah, anyway, using the tongs to just drop the egg in like that rather than plopping it in there with your hands and risking breaking it or something like that. And the same thing when you get it out as well. Yeah, and then with that I'm just going to have some more of this bread. Right, now I don't know if I'm weird for having my eggs this way or not, but whenever I have boiled eggs, I still call it dippy egg, but I never make it dippy. I always make it kind of soft boiled more than anything. I like it when it's like this, where you can kind of scoop it out and put it onto the bits of toast rather than dipping it. And it's a lot harder to cook. I can never get it dippy without making it too dippy and too runny and making it disgusting. So soft boiled it is, and the egg timer thing that I plopped in with the eggs helps a lot. I took it out on medium, didn't crack them open until I actually finished with my toast, and that's how it looks now. So got that. And also with some Flora butter, I had 10 grams of that, which is about 7 grams of fat, and that's just spread over 3 of the slices that I already showed you. So yeah, one more meal down the hatch, got one more that I'm gonna try and have. To be honest, I'm thinking it's either gonna be peanut butter sandwich, but I feel like I've had way too much bread today, so it's probably gonna be cereal. You'll have to wait and find out. Are you gonna run for it this time? Huh?
Ready.
Ready, go. The laziest golden retriever ever. I promise you she was actually finding it earlier.
Is she giving up?
You having trouble, Bella? No, that's a bin. Stab it. I'm clearly a bad owner. Here it is. I found it, Bella. I found it. Okay, so the last meal of the day is just some cereal, which I mentioned I was probably going to have, and it turns out I did. I got 60 grams of shreddies there, and then about 150 ml of this Cravendale semi-skimmed milk. And that's going to complete the macros today. Total macros, I don't actually know, but I'll put them here as well right now. My carbs and proteins slightly higher than they usually are, my fat's slightly lower than it usually is, but overall calories are around the same number, and I haven't changed it too much for it to be that big of a problem. Things I would say though is I've had a lot more simple carbs than I usually would. I'd say stay away from them if you're going to do your diet right, and be healthy about it. And also, whenever you're having any carbs, make sure that you're having some kind of protein with it. Within pasta there is protein and stuff like that, so I kind of rely on that to balance out the carbs, but basically don't have like marshmallows and stuff like that too often like I did today. This isn't the kind of thing that you should be eating every single day. It's just an if it fits your macros type of day of eating. So I thought I'd show you the kind of things that you can fit into macros and why macro counting is so good, and it's not restricting at all. It's not so much a diet, it's actually more of a lifestyle. The fact that you can eat basically what you want, knowing that it's not the best health-wise, but you don't have to rely on a cheat day, cheat meal or anything like that to actually get you through whatever calories you're eating, especially if you're on a diet. Patch. That's the other pet there you saw better now, seeing Patch. Right, gonna wrap it up here, camera's about to die, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Drop a like if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.